about your background. You've been at the university for many
I've been
years
10
now.
years at the university. Started as a lecturer in professional communication and then became head of school eventually in two schools. First of all, communication in informatics and later transitional head of school in arts, humanities and education. Well, will take any matter from a student that the student is having problems with, whether that be with the academic side of their work, with the administration, or anything which even combines the two. Sometimes it does. I'll accept any matter and then I'll review that matter and see whether I can actually help. I do have procedures which I must follow. And what I would say is that I'm a review officer. I'm not an advocate. I will look at a situation and say, has policy and procedure been followed? If it has, well then I will ask the next question, has natural justice been afforded to both sides, to university administration or academics and to the student? And having looked at both of those, I will then make a decision of where I go from there. So I'm a review officer, and I must emphasise that. Review of grade is probably top of the hit parade, because students do have problems. They think they have done well, perhaps with an assignment, and they find out that the mark they get is not as good as they expected. But I would suggest, first of all, in the areas which I handle, that there is a situation where the student should go to their lecturer, go to their course coordinator, even to the dean of school, and discuss the matter first. If they feel that they're not getting any help or not getting their case put over properly, then they should go to the Student Association and talk to the Student Association rep on their campus, the advocacy officer on their campus, and let them see if they can solve the problem. Then it comes to me. And I would say that perhaps if a student is told you don't have a case by the student advocate, well then I'm going to say the same thing, 99 times out of 100. So review of grade is probably the top of the hit parade. Then we have things like graduation issues. Students think they're eligible to graduate, but perhaps they haven't followed the policy and procedure. Perhaps there's been a glitch somewhere. I can sort those things out. I can even talk to students about situations which maybe require mediation. Sit down with the area concerned and say, well, look, here's the complaint as the student puts it, what's your side of the story, and then perhaps get two parties to agree. So I resolve it that way. So it's informal. A lot of it is informal. I don't immediately say, go to appeal. I will look and see if there's a way around the problem and then hope to solve it with the student. My procedures restrict me in certain areas. I cannot intervene in pure academic matters unless there is a case that policy and procedure hasn't been followed. I can't overturn decisions of the University Appeals Committee. I can't overturn decisions of the Exclusions Committee or the Misconduct Tribunal. So I'm restricted in those areas. But that doesn't mean in some cases that maybe I can mediate, I can help. And the university is very good in that they will accept my mediation. They don't tell me to go away. They will accept it, and then we can move on from that point. One of the big strides, I think, in the last few months has been the revision of the Student Charter. A group of us got together and we worked out how we could reduce 7 pages to 1, which is a relief at the start. What the Student Charter really says is that this is what the university says it will do for its students, promises to do for its students. And then on the other hand, we ask the students to do something towards their own study, to take responsibilities and to contribute back to the university. And that's what the Charter is. 6 points for the university, 6 points for the students.